Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video, doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So, as was on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather month ahead with Japanese and CFS V2 models. I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just to say about the first, the video itself is our 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. Please like, share and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. Thank you so much for doing that. Got a 10 to 14 dayer, excuse me, coming up later on today. So, check that one out this afternoon. Right, going to start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly from the Arctic and the North Pole view down. This is the North Pole just here, got a wider Arctic circle around there, and they've got the latitudes through here. So blue is extrapolating to below average height, which is low pressure, yellow, orange and red to above average height, which is high pressure. These are broken down into week periods. The first week period will take us from today, the 11th, through to the 18th of the month, the 18th of October. Though we can see that we've got low pressure here in the Atlantic. We've got high pressure away to the east. So still looking a little bit mixed, and probably quite mild as well, bring the wind up from a southerly direction. Week 2 is going to be the 18th to the 25th of October. Strong build of pressure over and to the east coast, particularly centered towards Scandinavia, but also just generally through much of the continent. And again, that should bring the wind up from like a southerly or southeasterly direction. So that's drier and milder, maybe you'd even say warmer, with those southerly winds there. Weeks 3 and 4 is the 25th of October to the 8th of November. Looks like the high pressure is on the move and possibly hinting a little bit of retrogression. With the high pressure, we love we love it. There's high pressure more towards Greenland and Iceland. Though still quite anticyclone, still a lot of dry weather, but could start to pull in something a little bit colder from the east or from the northeast maybe. And there will be the risk, of course, of some lower pressure to the south gradually starting push northwards, bring unsettled weather back to southern regions, which is something that we're seeing a lot of, particularly in September. Right, well, let's have a look at tropical, latitude view. So we can't see the Arctic, Greenland, Iceland, Scandinavia, all those areas. Our upper chart up here, my line's gone wonky. We're in the top right-hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it. So a reminder of the week 1, 500 millibar height on the 8th through to the 11th of October. Looking unsettled with low pressure in the Atlantic. Have got a ridge though to the east. So mixed but milder winds coming up from a southerly or a southwesterly direction. Temperature was actually a little bit on the lowly side. I'm a little bit surprised about that. I would have thought that could be a warmer week than that shade. It might be because we're starting off with overnight frosts and whatnot, though. So for precipitation, it looks wetter than average just to our north and west, driving average to our south and east. Then we go through the week 2 with that strong build of pressure over and to the east of the country. To think that Scandinavia would be up here. That like is the centre of the high, but the ridge does extend down through much of Europe. Low pressure is out in the Atlantic. This is a warmer week, much more away of southerly southeasterly winds with above average temperatures by about 1 to 3 degrees actually on the temperature scale. However, bizarrely, it also looks rather wetter than average, especially so for more northern and western regions. I would have thought that's likely to be drier, unless there's some sort of fungi breakdown or something going on at some point later on that week, maybe. Anyway, weeks 3 and 4 will be the 25th of October to the 8th of November, and then the high pressure sort of over, and this time to the west-northwest of the country, so I thought might be starting to bring the wind around to more of an east or northeasterly direction. Temperature was just a little bit above average, starting to fall away compared to week 2. It is largely on the drier than average side as well, so cooler and drier at the end of October into the start of November there. Let's see how the CFS-V2 compares. Remember, that's a 2-weekly anomaly as well, so could be transitional. Let's see how the CFS compares. And again, these are 500 millibar high times. So breaking down into week periods. The first week period be the 11th to the 17th of October. Next week looking unsettled with plenty of low pressure from the Atlantic into Northern Europe. Week 2 will be the 18th, 24th of October. Still deep low pressure in the Atlantic. More unsettled, I think, this week than the JMA was showing. High pressure generally to the south and also to the east. It will be very mild, if not quite warm. That comes off with a southwesterly flow. Perhaps a little bit more changeable, especially so for more northern areas. Week 3 will be the 25th to the 31st of October. High pressure then pulls out to our west. So still a lot of dry weather for the south. Bit changeable in the north. Winds going more westerly with that. And then finally week 4 will be the 1st and the 7th of November. High pressure pulling further out into the Atlantic. Then low pressure towards the north of Scotland, between Scotland and Iceland, but also through the continent as well. Looks like we're setting up a northwest-southeast alignment to the wind flow and jet stream. That's more unsettled and colder as we're going into the first week of November there, or certainly cooler anyway. Temperature nights for week 1 starting off below average, 11th, 17th of October. And then week 2 goes milder than average though. It's the 18th, 24th of October. That one is a warmer than average week. And then week 3 will be the 25th to the 31st of October, just a little bit above average then. And then finally week 4, which is the 1st to the 7th of November, actually looking quite chilly, with the temperatures dropping. Notice on the continent it's going colder than average there, so it could be quite a cool start to November, maybe quite a cold start to November. And then lastly, precipitation, the 11th, 17th of October, week 1, looking unsettled with above average rainfall generally. Week 2, also looking largely wetter than average, the 18th, 24th of October. Week 3, we're starting to lose the signal now, but probably close to normal. And then finally, week 4 rounds it all off. It's the 1st and 7th of November. And we've lost the signal, but I would have thought still could be quite changeable there, especially so for the north and for the west. Right, so a bit of a mixed bag. It does look like we're going to get one more push of appreciable mild or maybe even quite warmish weather through the 3rd week of October. That's week 2. Of course, starting off quite chilling, of course, at the moment. And then we get some warmer weather later on in October. Looks like that's gone by the end of the month, though, into the start of November. We could be quite cool and changeable. So rather changeable 4 weeks ahead. Typical autumn fare, I suppose. Right, okay, well, that's JMA Friday this week. Remember, just a snapshot of what models are showing, so it could look different when we do JMA Friday again next week. Going to find out tomorrow at 10 a.m. what the ECWF extended model, 42-day model, has to say about all of this, whether it's an agreement or not. I'm going to be back shortly at 10 to 14 days, so come back for that in a bit. But for this one, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.